Hey everyone, time once again for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. It is Tuesday, September 3rd. How the heck are we already in September? I don't know. It's kind of amazing. Anyway, so started out the day by getting more stuff back from powder coating, and just as importantly, I got my stuff back from zinc plating, which had also been taking approximately forever. And so what that allowed me to do was to put the rear brakes together on this gorgeous buggy chassis. So yeah, these are fully assembled now with the exception of the e-brake cables. I think I mentioned before, Brian Washburn was looking into having e-brake cables made for buggies. The buggies are kind of standard in that they're shortened 14 1/4 inches. So pretty much you would just make a standard e-brake cable, but shorter by that amount. But all the stuff back here, there's like a housing that the actual cable runs through that kind of connects from the chassis to the backing plate. All that stuff would be the same. It's just really the actual exposed cable part that pretty much runs through the tunnel up to the lever is going to be shorter by 14 1/4 inches. So if he's not going to be able to make those in a timely manner, then I will go ahead and make some or have some made myself. Love to give Brian the business, but at the same time, I need to keep this car moving. And so anyway, but yeah, everything else other than, again, e-brake is together here. So had the e-brake lever and this little e-brake bar here, all zinc plated original hardware, zinc plated bearing cap, obviously new shoes, new wheel cylinder, new hardware kit, all that stuff. But yeah, they're looking pretty nice. Again, it's too bad this is so pretty, no one will ever see it, but we know it's there, like I always say. So we like stuff that no one sees to look good too. And so brakes are no exception to that. So kind of started off the day with those, and I had actually formed these lines yesterday, so now they're actually on here for permanent. And that was pretty much it on this one. I do have the hardware now, as I mentioned, back from zinc plating, so I can go and rebuild this thing's carburetor and fuel pump. And I got the pedals. Where are they? There's the brake and clutch pedals there. I got those back from powder coating, so I can go ahead and rebuild the pedal assembly. I got the front backing plates and drums back from powder coating, but I don't have the front hardware yet for zinc plating because I literally just took it today. So hopefully they won't take as long this time to turn that stuff around. But anyway, yeah, so this thing's moving right along. I heard from the owner today. He sent some pictures, and Miguel in San Diego has tore into the body for this thing already. He's already got that yellow paint all stripped off it. It doesn't look like the gel coat on that car is going to be savable. It's got some cracks in it. It's got some Bondo in it. It's real faded, pretty bad in some areas. So it kind of confirmed the current owner's suspicion, which was that his dad painted it for a reason. And that reason was pretty much all the things I just mentioned. But that having been said, for those of you that are regulars here, you probably heard me mention that this fellow Miguel, who kind of specializes in these buggies, he's got a modified spray gun, and he's able to spray metal flake with the really, really coarse metal flake that pretty much is going to look just like the original gel coat that this buggy came with. It's this red with a very coarse metallic in the gel coat, or in the paint in this case. So yeah, it's gonna look killer. But yeah, that dude, he hit the ground running. He just literally got the buggy Friday, and he's already got it stripped down and working hard. He, like me, also worked yesterday on Labor Day. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for the buggy today. I did do a little bit more wiring work today on the 69 Cowlook. I'll just show these wheels again because holy crap. Sorry, I'm gloating. They just look so damn good. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, I got a little bit more wiring done today. I got in a properly fitting emergency switch. The ones that Wolfsburg West sells for these are not, they actually don't work with a padded dash because the knob itself is not deep enough to take into account the thickness of the pad. And sorry, Wolfsburg West, your emergency switches for this car, padded dash fitting aside, are pretty much garbage. I really hate to say that, but like for example, the ground on them is loose. It's like it's barely even attached on the body, and then the kind of barrel nut that holds the switch to the dash is literally made out of plastic and strips out really easily. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing actually. This is the same one that I used on the 69 EV, which is sold by CIP1, our friends in Canada, and this thing is super high quality. So one of those rare instances where Wolfsburg West doesn't have the cream of the crop. Anyway, so long story short, put this on, got it wired, got the wires kind of organized here, spent some time trimming wires and getting wire links right. It's not looking great still because this thing is just kind of dangling. I don't want to put the bracket that it mounts on in yet because we still want to put a stereo in here. We still got to put the wiper motor in. So in the meantime, this is just kind of dangling here. Same thing with the relay for the flasher. So, but yeah, I spent some time cleaning some of these wires up, getting them to look a little bit better, and routing things a little bit nicer. So yeah, it's gonna look good when it's done. Just trying to chip away at it a little bit here and there. So other than that, on the topic of wiring, we also did some wiring on Jacob's Beetle today. So he came in kind of late this afternoon. I think he got here around 3 or 3:30. So we got the main harness pulled. So here's the new main harness. It came through without too much trouble. It got stuck a couple times and we had to kind of run it back and forth and fix some little things with how we had the new harness and the old harness taped together. But yeah, eventually we got it through pretty nice. And then up front, we got, pause this for a second. Okay, sorry about that. So up front, we finished removing the wiring, the existing wiring. This mess here is stereo, which obviously we need to clean that up. But the original wiring harness is completely gone now. And we went ahead and put in the new headlight harness, and it is actually connected to the headlights. So I pointed Jacob in the right direction and he got those all connected up. Run the new headlight wiring harness. You can see it running along the front floor here, up and over, and then into this headlight bucket. We do need to buy him the little fuse box that Ovals have that connects the low and high beams to their respective lights here. So we need to buy that. But yeah, in the meantime, both headlights and both bullet turn signals and the city lights, all that stuff's hooked up. So at least this end of the headlight harness is hooked up. And then next will be this end of it, which also goes to the dimmer switch and the brake light switch and some other stuff. And then we pulled the dome light switch, which harness, which is this one here, but it also has some other wires built into it for turn indicators and some other stuff like that. But yeah, pretty good progress on this one today. And it's kind of like guiding Jacob and letting him do a lot of it. He's a fast learner, so he's picking it up really quick, and he's doing a top-notch job on everything I point him at. So yeah, I think that's about it. So he's not sure if he's coming tomorrow or not, but when he does, we'll go ahead and kind of pick up where we left off on the wiring on this car. And so that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you watching. As usual, thanks for liking if you like it. Thanks for subscribing to those of you that subscribed. If you haven't already, please do so if you like our content. And we'll see you guys again soon. Thanks. Bye.